Next, we'll share a testimony. It's a testimony of the Lord Jesus in Brother Zebo. It is what we just said that the blind can see. When the Lord opens our eyes, only then did we know that it seemed to be in 2020 or some year. Once the Shibu brothers was thinking about some questions. He kept looking at various religious things. So that very night, I was rebuked by the Lord. A talk by Brother Shibudi. Oh, this religious pastor doesn't preach very well. Now, let's look at another pastor. Oh, he's not that great at speaking either. And kept looking around here and there. So that night, the Lord rebuked Brother Heber in a dream. He made Brother Heber dream of Heber, used a pair of shoes to cross mountains and ridges, and could safely tread even on steep cliffs. But what about those who don't have Brother Zibo's pair of shoes? When they walked across steep cliffs, they fell to pieces. All their bones were broken. After that, Brother Heber came to a shoe shop. He saw a shoe store by the roadside selling many shoes. He looked at this pair of shoes, then tried on that pair. Without realizing it, he even lost the shoes he himself had been wearing on his feet. No matter how he searched, he could not find them. So the Lord rebuked him, saying, "Do not look here and there at the teachings of religious pastors. The various shoes are the gospel preached by religious pastors. No matter how those gospels are worn, they don't fit the feet of the Hebrew brothers. But Brother Heber wants to come back, and wear his own shoes. They could no longer be found. That is to say, the gospel is heavenly, personally given to the Hebrew brothers. It's not for Brother Heber to go and listen to those religious pastors talking about the Lord Christ. What they say does not fit the shoes worn by the Hebrew brothers. What they preach did not fit the shoes Brother Zabodi wears. So this means that, if you do not understand, listen carefully, lest you fail to find the Lord." Now, what we just said about opening the eyes is that many people may not necessarily find the Lord Christ. Let us give an example. There were once two sisters in our altar who both dreamed of the Lord Christ. But later it was found that the dreams of both sisters were the same. But it was discovered that what both sisters found was not Christ. One is Dessa's sister. One was Sister Desha. At that time, she dreamed that the Lord Jesus was riding a bicycle carrying her. Later on one occasion, he took off her ring and removed it. So he touched the master's hand. Then when she touched the Lord's hand, she found that the Lord's hand was actually icy cold. So is this one the true Lord? There was another sister who was the same. It seemed she was called Kui Lixiu. She too, the Lord appears to her. She also, had the appearance of the Lord manifested. Then the Lord was like the Lord Jesus in a movie. Then in her dream, he said to Sister Chui Lishio, "Aren't you, looking for me?" So she was a little afraid, and then, when he grabbed her hand, it was icy cold. Then, in her fear, the dream ended and she woke up. He also told Brother Heber about this. She also told Brother Zebo about this matter. In the dreams of the two sisters, Dessa and Choi Lishio, they all thought it was the Lord. Then the dreams of the two sisters, Desha and Choi Lishio, it was the Lord. But later it was found that it was not the Lord. They had found another Lord. It was found in religion. So, Brother Heber firmly believes that the Lord's hand is not cold. Brother Heber has also held the Lord's hand. What about when I hold the Lord's hand in a dream? When he held the Lord's hand in a dream, I didn't find that the Lord was cold the moment he held the Lord's hand. The Spirit of the Lord immediately became an astonishingly great darkness. Then enter among the Hebrew brothers. A huge power filled the heart. So for what reason did he dream of the Lord? It's because the Hebrew brothers have let the Lord down. And then, when he prayed and asked the Lord for grace and mercy, so then he fell asleep and dreamed it. So, it became, logically speaking, the Lord should have become a great white light, right? How did it become an astonishing darkness, covering Brother Shibwa, and then it entered inside Brother Zebo? Later, when we read Genesis, we see that Abraham fell asleep. That is when God made a covenant with Abraham. Abraham, come here, and he fell asleep. At this time, an astonishing great darkness covered Abraham. Then he said to Abraham, "You shall surely know that your descendants will sojourn in another people's land for 400 years. After 4 generations are completed, I will bring them back to this place again." That is to say, when God made a covenant with Abraham, what surrounds Abraham is not light. It was an astonishing great darkness. Now this may possibly have been the Lord Christ speaking to him, May glory be given to the Father and the Lord.